Yo, we're back at it again, bro. Come on, man. We got another official Divine video. How strong is Optimus Prime? I know I've been reacting a lot to my boy Official, but y'all gotta understand. I love the bars he be dropping, bro. I love the bars he be dropping. Like when he say, how strong is that? Every created things has a creator. You know what I'm saying? These bars are, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love how he dropped them the hardest bar, like, casually, bruv.
Optimus Prime. A worker in a world war, a spark overlooked by titans and tyrants alike. But when
Dude,
the
you
sky
hear that, bro? The bars he be dropping are crazy, bro.
cracked and metal gods turned brotherhood into bloodshed, he didn't break. He rose, not by chance, not by code, but by choice. And in that moment, the entire universe met its greatest protector, Optimus Prime. Optimus isn't just a warrior, he's a living contradiction, a god made of circuitry and convection, a machine with a soul. While others fell into corruption or collapsed under the weight of
I
power.
wouldn't call him a god. He's definitely like really strong, but I wouldn't go and call him a god. That's a bit of a stretch, isn't it?
Lion ascended, not through might alone, but through unshakable will. The
And his
cosmos
wisdom
crowned him
too, bro. Optimus Prime got wisdom. Like he got that wisdom, bro. He like a sage or
the
something.
last prime, the true prime, the only being worthy of the matrix of leadership, a relic not of machinery, but of the soul itself. But before
Damn.
these legends even began, over 9 million years ago,
The All-Spark.
Orion served as a law enforcer, unafraid to speak up when he saw injustice. And when Megatron, the gladiator who rose from the mines to command an ideology of brutal conquest, began his crusade, Orion forged into a symbol, Optimus Prime, the leader of the Autobots,
My
protector
boy
of life.
Bumblebee. I love Bumblebee, bro. Bumblebee, yeah, he too cold with it, bro. With that mask that cold, then he start, hey, yeah, come on, man. Yeah, if y'all favorite is not Bumblebee, I don't know what y'all be doing.
Counterbalance to a galaxy on fire. As the Civil
Jazz
War
was nice too. Jazz was nice, but Bumblebee, he got that shit on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That guy's cold as hell.
Prime led the charge with the ultimate strategy, his fist, his spark, and his words. In his early life, he defeated the entire Cybertronian Senate single-handedly, an act akin to
Damn.
punching through Parliament and rewriting the laws of physics with your bare hands. But his strength was not just rebellion, it was evolution. Optimus Prime, just in his
true.
base form, is comparable to the gods of his world. Prime was able to withstand Jupiter's gravity casually and battle beings like Megatron. His power is immense, his durability is near infinite, and his skill is unmatched. With the Matrix,
fucking
Prime
strong.
became one of the strongest. He defeated Nova Prime, a monster tethered to the dead universe, a realm that transcends all known
that the
reality,
All-Spark?
an oblivion of non-existence. Optimus didn't just survive, he dominated the entire fight. Optimus outscales Infraspace, a realm that is made of pure information.
I'm gonna be honest, I do not know shit from this. I've never read the comics. I've only watched the movies. He's talking about Nova Prime becoming a god. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. I've watched only the movies and I don't remember most of them, bro. Cause it's been a
An
while.
idea so abstract it sits between Afterspark and the Kingdom, the conceptual roots of the Tree of Life. When Soundwave used the enigma of combination to augment him with the Afterspark, Prime's power shattered the
After
walls
Spark,
of
I thought it was Allspark. What is happening, bro?
reality. This wasn't just an upgrade, it was a metaphysical transfiguration. The Afterspark is existence's breath, the soul beyond death. And Optimus Prime held it within his hands. Optimus can travel faster than light, casually flying
can?
to Jupiter with Soundwave,
I thought
but
he
that's
could just
child's
drive. What the fuck?
play compared to his greater feats. In Infraspace, a place of pure thought beyond dimensions, time ceases to matter. There is no before or after, there's only now. Prime moves freely here, making his speed immeasurable, as he now exists beyond time's era where causality can't anchor him any longer.
What?
He withstood strikes from beings like Regenesis Shockwave, who possesses enough power to warp the skeletal fabric of
What the fuck is that?
Cybertron itself, bending time and matter like paper under the weight of war. When
What
Shockwave
is
turned his
happening
body
in
into a
this show,
living
bro?
constitute of raw singularity, a ripple of destructive DNA meant to erase entire timelines. Optimus didn't falter. He rose through the burning gears of fate and answered with fury made of justice. He's lifted constructs under the crushing pressure of Jupiter's gravity, over 2.5 times stronger than Earth's pull. Imagine that, lifting structures under the weight that can flatten mountains. But even if that feels like a limitation, the numbers don't capture resolve. The numbers don't
I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm fucking lost. I am fucking lost. I have no idea what the fuck you talking about anymore, bro. I am so lost and confused.
scream in Cybertronian code when a Titan rises against entropy itself. And all of that strength isn't just physical. Against Devastator, a being composed of multiple Cybertronians combined into a single mechanical colossus of carnage, Optimus stood alone, a lesser warrior that would have crumbled under the sonic tremors and tectonic destruction that followed with every step. But Prime, he didn't retreat. He countered with logic, angles, and conviction. He's battled against martial arts gods like Bludgeon, a master of ancient forbidden Cybertronian combat styles. This warrior moves like a storm of blades, flashing steel and whispering death. But Optimus has mastered dozens of martial arts disciplines. He can disarm foes in 6 different ways before they can even process a thought. And it's not just because he's fast, but because his mind has already mapped out the 6 futures and chosen the one where peace survives.
He
And
can't
even
see
when he's
6 futures ahead? What the fuck is happening? I thought this was about robots fighting each other. Alien robots, bro. I was not following these movies, bro.
backed into a corner, he rode the corpse of a fallen comrade into battle, a moment that became a myth, a living monument to his resolve, a testament that even when surrounded by ashes of hope, he still becomes the flame. But Optimus isn't just a strong machine. He's an intellect encoded with millions of years of wisdom, knowledge, and command. He's a super genius, analyzing the battlefield before it even begins. His Cybertronian vision doesn't just see light, it reads DNA, parses emotions, and maps probability. He has information analysis algorithms built into his optics that calibrate trajectory, force, and
My head is hurting, bro. What the fuck is happening? These words are fucking me up, bro. He needs to chill, bro. These words are fucking my brain up. I'm not understanding what he's saying, bro. Relax.
counter before Blade even moves. Once he sensed Omega Supreme approaching from the void of space, light years away. Because his cosmic awareness isn't limited by space, it's narrative. His senses change the same way you sense cold wind before a storm. He isn't just aware, he's completely prepared. That's a bar. But the greatest battlefield he's ever commanded is not physical, it's ideological. He's united fractured factions, brought peace to civilizations that have never known it,
Damn,
and made
dropping that
mortal
Megan
calls
Fox
that
out
reach
there, that's crazy. Dropping that Megan Fox, she was bad as hell that time, bro. She was bad.
shaped entire timelines. He can convince warriors to go on suicide missions just by his speeches alone.
Yeah,
he is the mind of Cybertron between control and
leader,
chaos. In
He's a
terms
king.
of durability, without the Matrix, Prime has survived planet-level attacks.
Didn't
but
Prime
with
become the king of his planet or something like that? I thought something happened like this.
it, he's withstood attacks from infraspace entities which exist as pure conceptual frameworks, ideas that move like stars, thoughts that detonate like supernovas. He doesn't just survive attacks, he rewrites their outcome. When imbued with the afterspark and amplification of already celestial strength, he doesn't resist damage, he transcends it. Blades become whispers, lasers become light. To be able to damage Optimus at that level, you'll need to damage the code of meaning itself. And this isn't hyperbolic.
Wait,
The
what? The code of what? Oh my god, yo, this shit give me
Matrix
a
of
headache.
leadership isn't just a relic, it's a living singularity, a symbolic embodiment of Cybertronian will forged from the first dawn of Cybertron's sun. It contains the thoughts of the first primes, the echoes of every prime before him, and the potential of every spark to come. When Optimus wields it, he becomes more than a warrior, he becomes a narrative constant, a force so intrinsic to Cybertron's metaphysical fabric that without him, planets themselves would literally cry. And when powered even further by the afterspark, he reaches a state where existence itself recognizes him as the axis of fate. Time bends around him.
What?
Space hums with his steps. All of the narratives curve toward hope simply because he wills it. To measure Prime's physical might alone is trying to contain a supernova in a bottle. It's not a being bounded by logic or numbers. This is a Titan who fights concepts, who walks
fuck
into
is
the
that?
dead universes,
Did I miss
realms
some
of
movies, bro? What the fuck? I think I missed a whole lot of movies, bro. What the fuck is happening?
nothing that rots stories from the spine and returns with light still burning in his chest. His resilience, rebirth, and revolution, fighting against beings that turn their back on the very tree of life, who sought to override all of Cybertron's culture and history. And Prime didn't just stop him, he redeemed the meaning of the title Prime. He stared down abstract horrors, defeated gods made of information, and endured forces meant to delete souls before they're even born. Overall, Optimus Prime...
These things have souls, bro? Since when? Since when does the Cybertrons have souls, bro? I thought they were coded. This is big. Oh my god. Yo,
would
let me
scale from
finish this video,
complex
bro.
multi
This shit's
to
getting
outer
me
with immeasurable
heated,
to
bro.
irrelevant speed. And shout out to Ethan who dropped 60 to sponsor this video. In the end,
I'ma punch
it's not
Ethan,
the
bro, 'cause
steel or the
this shit
strength that
give me a
defines a
headache.
Prime. It's the fire that won't fade, the courage that never kneels. He stood against death, against decay, against the stories written to end him. And when the universe collapsed into whispers, his voice roared louder. Because even when faced with armies of evil, Prime will stand against them all. And it doesn't matter if you're a god, one shall stand, one shall fall.
That was fire.
What's
That
up,
was
guys?
fire.
Divine, if you
That
guys
was fire, bro. Nah, my headache kind of went away with that one. That was a fire. That was a fire, bro. The way he dropped that shit, that was fire. I'm not gonna lie. I still got a headache, but it's less because you know what? All that I got from this is I need to go back and watch them damn movies, bro. I was so confused throughout, like the middle to the end. I was lost, bro. I have no idea what the fuck he was talking about, man. Like I gotta go, bro.